What's your assessment, sir? And the second question is, don't you think that there will be fear on both sides that the forces will respond? Forces will respond.
Karthik, thank you for calling me on the show.
Sir, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure from my side also to get to explain what's happening exactly. Now, I'm very happy that the CRPF was able to respond so effectively and kill these neutralize these 10, 11 militants that have been killed. So, of course, the cookies or the tribal association has said that these were village volunteers, but we are not sure about who exactly they were. The main thing is that, yes, I agree. Militants, insurgents must have the fear of God that security forces will retaliate. When I was the DG Assam Rifles, I was absolutely clear that anyone who's taken up arms against the state will be retaliated against. That no favorites, no favoritism, no own militant group or no own insurgent group. I'm absolutely clear. That's the only way. And that is also something that I would, like to advise my successors that look, you must be absolutely clear that you are going to take action against everybody who's taken up arms. I agree with your statement exactly that all are Indians. Everyone needs our support and needs to be protected, whether a Manipuri or a Kuki or a Naga or a Tangkhul or a Mar, everybody has to be protected by the Indian security force. And nobody from outside should be allowed to come in. So I agree with your statements exactly. But why Jiribam? Why is Jiribam becoming the new hotspot? We've discussed this on your show earlier. It's the entry into Manipur, and it's also a place where there is roughly an equal amount of population of both the Kukis and the Maitis. And therefore, Jiribam is being targeted for control of Jiribam itself. And I'm very happy that the CRPF has been able to do what it is. And I'm certain, given the options, all the other security forces working in the Northeast will do similarly, will react similarly to any such situation. In this case, the militants are supposed to have attacked the CRPF camp, and the CRPF retaliated in the correct manner that they should have. So this may be just the start of the beginning of the redominance of the security forces. But what's important, Karthik, is that the politicians tend to favor one insurgent group against the other, tend to favor one community against the other. That must stop. They must understand how this favoritism, how this bringing up of illegal insurgent groups is affecting their own security of their own state, in this case, Manipur, which is doing so well, but unfortunately has fallen into this huge chasm of violence. And this violence can only stop when we decide that we will make sure that we will treat all militants as equal and that we will target each militant group with the same firepower as we have targeted the other.
General, two things have disturbed me, but first I'll introduce the first part. If you recall, when the exchange of the prisoners took place, I had requested you to come for that conversation. I said, I really worry that this exchange might lead to this process of kidnappings. Again, people are being kidnapped. You know, how do you end this cycle, sir? India has defeated theatres in Punjab. We know what our army is doing in Kashmir. How do we deal with this cycle of kidnapping, that an event occurs in one theatre, the action is taking place in another theatre, security cannot be present in the front of each and every house, policemen cannot be deployed in each and every corner, then how do you manage it, sir? मतलब man to man marking तो हो नहीं सकती है समाज में.
I think I agree with you entirely. Like I said, Karthik, there is a link between the political leadership, the police, and the security forces. And everybody in the government has to be linked together, and they have to decide together that we have to bring an end to this violence. I remember telling on your show some months back that No violence can continue beyond 24 hours unless the state government is involved, unless the police is involved, unless somebody is inflaming this continuous violence. And I hold to that particular thing still very, very dearly, that no violence can escalate. Nothing can happen unless somebody in the